Hey there. Do you like to hike? Do you enjoy getting outside and being among the trees, the mountains? We do too. We love to hike. Today, I'm going to tell you about a very famous hiking trail here in America. It's called the Appalachian Trail.
English without fear, where you can learn to speak English naturally through listening to stories.
A trail is a path through the woods, in the mountains, around lakes, and the one that we know best is called the Appalachian Trail. This marked trail is 2,200 miles long. Yes, that is 2,200 miles. It starts up north on the east side of the United States. It starts in the state of Maine and goes all the way down south to Georgia. Marked means that there are little signs on rocks and on trees. These signs are called blazes, trail blazes. The sign or mark for the Appalachian Trail is white, as you can see on this tree. If you look for the white marks or blazes, you know you're on the right path, the right trail. How old is this trail, this hiking trail? 101 years ago, in 1921, some people had the idea to create a trail that other people could enjoy. It was finally completed 16 years later in 1937. The trail crosses woodlands, that is in the forests. It goes over hills, around lakes, and sometimes even crosses farmlands and goes through small towns. About 2 million people a year hike and enjoy a part of the trail. But there are those people who hike the entire trail from Georgia to Maine or Maine to Georgia. They do that in 1 year, one season, usually between March and September. These people are called thru hikers because they hike through the entire trail. If you go for just a few days, you spend the night on the trail. You carry a little tent or sleep out in the open. Thru hikers have to carry everything they need for months. They can buy food when they stop in little towns, but they have to plan ahead. Sometimes hikers will sleep not in little tents or out in the open, but in shelters like these people here. They're sleeping in their sleeping bags. Mike and I used to live near the Appalachian Trail when we spent 6 years in western North Carolina. People call the Appalachian Trail the AT. It's easier. A for Appalachian, T for trail. What we like to do was to hike on a Saturday, but only about 4 hours. Sometimes we hiked alone, the two of us, other times with friends. We did not spend the night on the trail. We preferred we enjoyed coming home, taking a hot shower, having a nice dinner, and sleeping in our own beds. Now we live in North Alabama, and those mountains, the Appalachian Mountains, they come into North Alabama. There is a movement, an organization of people who want the official Appalachian Trail, the AT, to not end in Georgia, but to come into North Alabama, to come to the highest point in North Alabama. That would add 314 miles to the AT, the Appalachian Trail. The trail would then stretch from Maine in the north all the way down here to North Alabama. I think that's a good idea. Then once again, we could hike the AT living here in North Alabama. Well, that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something about America, what we have to offer. And I bet you have trails where you live. Do you enjoy getting outside and hiking? Leave me a comment below this video. Talk to you next time.
Thanks for watching. For questions or comments, here's my email